What's up, everybody? Welcome into the Super Bowl show, LIV, Super Bowl LIV,
Super Bowl Live.
on Brews on the Balcony Football Show. We are so excited about today's show, and of course, the technology goes down. We can't have our intro, so everybody was waiting and watching with a bunch of just random, like, where the hell are these guys? Why aren't they talking? But that's the Brews on the Balcony difference here for Super Bowl 54's show.
I think we should all just say our thing.
What do you mean?
What's orders that those go in?
What are you talking about?
On the
TJ
intro.
Weber.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Zach Zook.
And then you say, that team got shit railed.
Yeah.
And then you go, big web.
I think the
Where's the
Eagles
beer?
are going to get shit railed.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what we got.
God, that's huge.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, that's what we wouldn't be Brews on the Balcony if we didn't mess things up every once in a while.
The difference.
Guys, Merry Christmas. I mean, Super Bowl Sunday.
We made it.
We're not excited
here.
at all.
Oh, my
It
God.
seems like just yesterday where we were starting week one at Cafe Telegraph, man.
Crazy.
And now we're here many months later. I mean, it's been since the beginning of September, October, November, December, January, February.
Wow.
That was almost 6 months ago.
It was almost 6
It was
months ago.
It was 6 months ago.
I'm
We've
gonna
been
miss
doing
you guys.
That's
so many shows, man. I'm
crazy.
telling you. Like, it's one of those things where you sit there and it's sad because you're excited about Super Bowl Sunday, but you're also sad because it's like, well, shit, this is the last week of the season. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, now, how many weeks are in a year? 52, right? So we have 17 plus 4 weeks of football. So we have 21 of 52 football. I think we need a break anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, Zook's going to still be
Speak
going.
for yourself.
Oh, yeah, Zook's going 52 out of 52 weeks, man.
That's right.
Just because the Super Bowl happened doesn't mean football stops.
We got off-season stuff to
I love
cover.
it.
Are you going
I
to
love
integrate
it,
some
man.
XFL in there too? You know,
Oh, yeah.
side action
Talk
stories.
a little XFL. Yeah. Probably cover it mainly from the Battlehawks
Battlehawks
perspective. but-
Cacaw, bitches, cacaw.
Beautiful. Okay, it doesn't end here, ladies and gentlemen.
absolutely not.
When's the
Football-
Cacaw T-shirt get printed?
I don't know. We
Lord.
got some things in design right now.
Yeah, we're talking to some designers, and our production team, aka Big T, said get it in ASAP.
ASAP.
It's
That's soon.
soon.
Quickly.
Well, their
as
first
possible.
game's next week. First home game is the 23rd, I believe.
23rd,
so it's
yeah.
coming up quick at the Dome. I'll be there at the Dome. So,
I'll be outside
You
the
going
dome.
to tailgate?
Hell yeah, we're going to tailgate.
We have a Brews in the Balcony tailgate, so if any of you guys out there are looking to go to the Battlehawks game or just come hanging out, it's Mardi Gras weekend, February 23rd. If you're going to be in town for Mardi Gras, come by on Sunday and hang out at our tailgate. We'll be doing some T-shirts. We'll be doing some little video action, playing some
Bags?
games.
Little bags. Oh,
It's
yeah.
cornhole, excuse me. Say it properly.
I'm
Thank you.
sorry. Cornhole.
Thank you for that.
So
I appreciate that.
It's so bad.
I might be down there. I might
And-
throw little bags with you.
Throw some
Yeah, yeah.
cornhole. We'll have a nice little friendly competition, and it's gonna be a party.
Be a good time. We'll have some T-shirts over there too,
Yep.
and put out some
Got some
Brews and
Brews-
Balcony
Brews-
stickers.
Brews Balcony T-shirt. We're gonna
actually-
give away today.
Yeah, we are giving away a T-shirt. How are we doing that for somebody that shares this?
Yeah.
Okay.
It shares, maybe the best comment too. I don't know. It's up in the air. You got to share. You got to comment. You got to get involved in
I
the
guess
show.
the best listener of this show, like
Yeah,
the
like-
most
like the
involved,
most
involved.
MVL,
I like
the
that.
MVL
Like-
of the show.
Yeah, see,
MVL.
it's like the Super Bowl MVP, of our Super Bowl show.
Nice,
So,
nice.
you
We're
know,
giving away 5 Cafe Telegraph gift
we
cards
got
today
5.
too.
We got them all right here, baby.
2 for sharers. We're gonna give
Why do I have
away
4?
2
Oh,
for
one
trivia
fell.
questions and 1 more for because we feel like it.
One
So-
more
Nice.
because we feel like it for a special listener. So we got that. We got stickers here too. I mean, look at all this. Look at all this stuff we have.
Oh my gosh!
Our production team, Big T's, just killing it on the stickers.
Thanks, Big T.
All kinds of stuff. TJ, who are we sponsored by?
Well, Nick, we're sponsored by a lot of fantastic folks. They've been with us all year long. They've been supporting us all year long. We can't thank them enough. We wouldn't be here without them. It's sad that this is the last week of the football show,
Really
but
is.
this is we're going out with a bang for sure, and it's all in thanks to Cafe Telegraph, 2650 Telegraph Road, the best smoked meats in town. We had a great time there, hosting weeks 1 through 16, and just consistently having people come by, eat the wings, drink beer with us. We were there all 16 weeks, the first start of the season, and they were always there, and it was just a great time.
Wild Bill and his crew have been very good to us, and it worked out really well for both sides over there, and I think it was really
Really
fun.
did.
So thank you, Bill.
Absolutely. Kay Roberts, Remax Gold, again, helped me get in my new home. She is the best real estate agent in town.
bet.
Always just willing to help, and always willing to
No
not
matter
only,
the hour.
No matter the hour. Same thing with Sarah Barron at Family Finance Mortgage. Kay is at 314-409-4113. The thing about Kay and Sarah, too, is they try to keep relationships after the quote-unquote business is done, because they want continued business, but they have an actual interest in who you are and in your life. And you don't get that from a lot of real estate agents and financial people. You just kind of get it, okay, you're done, and they move them away. Kay and Sarah aren't like that. They help you out all the way
They
through.
see the process through.
They want to continue the relationship with you.
And actually, the personal service, Kay Roberts saved me $800.
Wow.
Nice.
Just showing me things to argue with
Which
the
she
bank
then
about.
bet on it.
Just showing me things to argue with the bank about.
That's right.
So it's just her experience just is up here and really helps you out.
Kay Roberts, 314-409-4113 from Remax Gold and Family Finance Mortgage. Sarah Barron, 314-537-1282. We also have, Nick, Brew Vodka from STL Distillery.
Yes, stldistillery.com. Brew Vodka. We like the craft beer distilled brew vodka. It's delicious. It's delectable and affordable at $19.99 a bottle. If you want to pick yourself up a bottle, go over to stldistillery.com or over to 755 Freedoms Road, Suite B, St. Charles, Missouri, 63303. Tell them TJ and Nick from Brews on the Balcony sent you. You get a free tour and you get the free tasting while you're there. They're great people over there at STL Distillery. One more time, stldistillery.com.
And Nick, last but not least, we have a new sponsor on board.
New sponsor.
Welcome
New
in.
sponsor on board. Welcome into Manscaped.
Manscaped, the 3.0 Lawnmower 3.0.
Brand new.
Go online right now to manscaped.com. Use BOTB, promo code BOTB. You get 20% off your entire purchase just for using promo code BOTB. Again, Manscaped, the best in men's below-the-belt grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. I mean, it doesn't get better than that.
It doesn't
Nick,
get better than
Nick,
that.
that was great modeling. Right
You like
there.
that? I mean, I people say that
You
if
should
I
be on Deal or No Deal.
If I wasn't going to be a podcaster, I would be on a game show.
Yeah.
I'm like Vanna White here with the hands. You see these puppies?
Yeah, you look like Vanna White
Yeah,
for sure.
All you gotta do
Yeah.
is trim that beard, and nobody would know.
I know,
Exactly
right?
like Vanna White,
I mean,
yeah.
I used this right last night on my beard. Trimmed up the edges a little bit. It's great.
It's not for that kind of beard.
It didn't. Hey, you can use it all over, right?
Different kind of beard, yeah.
You can use it for
Little
all
down below beard
down
going on.
below.
I had a
South
lot
of the border.
when we announced our partnership with Manscaped, I actually had a lot of friends reach out and said they love them. They absolutely love their
Good.
products. So
Well, there you go.
There you go.
20%
keep
off.
supporting, baby.
And it's February now, so ladies, Valentine's Day gift for the guys, the fellas in your life out there. You want to make sure they're all well cleaned, well groomed,
Well
clean and well groomed.
Well
So the
cleaned.
Lawnmower 3.0 helps you do that. They got tons of other great products there too. We got the boxers. I wore those the other day. I didn't take
We
them
don't
off.
need to hear about
It,
that.
it was amazing.
I don't wanna hear
They
about
were
that.
so comfy.
They are comfortable, though.
They were so comfy. Wow. I mean, great support for the junk downstairs. You love it.
Hey.
You love to see it. You love to see it.
Shout out to Manscaped, a great sponsor, manscaped.com. Promo code BOTB for 20% off. Blake says, this is what Tony always saw himself doing, becoming an advertiser for men's nether regions detailing tool.
That's exactly right, Blake. I studied that for years. And
I
I'm
mean,
really happy
this
to be
is
here.
why we worked the hard nights at the Missouri J School for. I mean, this is what dreams are made of right
Yeah,
here.
Zook, do you ever think you'd be talking about a gentleman's downstairs nether regions grooming tool?
No, I didn't. But I got to tell you, they're balls deep, if you will, in the podcasting game.
Save that.
And
They
so, kind of cool that we got the partnership going with them because I hear their ads all the time on other podcasts and various things. If we could only now just get sponsored by ZipRecruiter, we will have made it.
Zipper.
We'll have everybody, man.
Monday.com.
That's right.
We need all the regulars.
Let's see. Zach says, Happy Super Bowl Sunday. Yes, sir. Absolutely. It's Christmas number 2, I like to call it. Christy says, Go Niners.
Absolutely.
Go Niners.
Hey, Christy.
We'll let you know. We got some back and forth on that
Bang,
situation.
bang.
I don't know.
We're going to have a
Bang,
good
bang.
conversation on that.
Yeah, we got a good one. I think me and Zook, we're actually good on each
Yeah,
side
yeah,
here.
we
I think
are,
we're kind of
we are.
split
Slice it right on
the
the
right
corner.
way today. So
Jimmy D, touchdown machine. Joe know what's up.
don't
He
know.
knows what's up.
I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll talk about that later. We do have to go over some business real quick. With
Business. I didn't sign up for
the
that.
Brews on the Balcony pick'em needs to be decided today. So obviously, no one can
Today.
catch me.
Today.
I've won it by a large margin.
Congratulations.
Back-to-back
but
champ,
you
I
didn't
believe,
even
right?
win.
What's that?
Back-to-back champ, I believe,
back
right?
to back. Yeah,
Did you win
absolutely.
did you win
I
last
mean-
year?
Oh,
He
sure,
did. He
of
did win
course.
last year.
Wow.
I don't lose.
Nice,
That's the
nice.
thing.
Here
Now,
we
when it
go.
comes to like picking big games, it doesn't
That's
work
all
out.
this guy
Were you
right
this
here, baby.
Were you this far ahead last year, though? I want to say whoever won it for the listeners last year wasn't that far behind you.
I think it was a
But
little bit
this
closer,
year,
but
it's
I'm not good.
I hear a lemming over
You,
here.
you know,
Yeah, yeah.
you know what was always my downfall was like the toilet bowl games, the shitty games, like the Miamis of the
Yeah.
world, the Cincinnati's. I can never pick those right.
I don't know
can
what it is.
never pick those right,
I
but I,
have a
can pick the
feeling on
tough
certain
teams.
Yeah.
Nobody can.
Yeah, that's
It's-
a tough
it's
thing.
like, man,
that's
the-
why people don't do it full time usually. It's
Right.
very, very tough. So TJ Weber, 151. I mean, give it up for him. 151.
You never clap for
yeah.
yourself. Son.
I love
told
it.
You that before.
9 points ahead of everybody else. Just a shellacking of everybody.
Shellacking.
Anyway, so I can't win the prize. We're giving away a brand new NFL jersey to the winner. It's between Mark Hessler, who's been to the top the whole time, and then coming up late here, Nick Tolley.
Nice, Tolley.
They're tied at 142.
Two great men right there.
I'm right there in fourth, though, at 138.
Nick Tolley and Mark Hessler are two of my favorite people in the world.
Yeah, and I'm telling you
Real
what,
good guy.
this gets interesting because we're not going to have you guys text in. You don't want to give it away, but if you guys both pick the same team, we obviously don't end in a tie. So I had both of these gentlemen send us in the final scores, the final point totals for this game. Dad, did you? I believe you got it for
Let me take
Mark
a look
Hessler.
here.
Why don't you read his? Actually, I'll read Tolley's first. I have.
Hold on.
So
No,
the-
don't
so-
read anything because
so-
I don't have anything.
So these are now locked in.
I thought he told you on the phone.
no,
They
he's
can't. He
thinking
said.
about it.
He's
He's
about it.
thinking.
He's
Okay,
thinking
I
about
can't
it.
announce
So
it.
you
then.
can't announce it yet.
If he's
We're-
watching.
We're
But
not
that'll
locked in.
be
That's
somewhere.
great content that the
Where-
audience doesn't get.
That the
Where are you
audience
going to post it?
does
Just post
not
it.
get.
We'll post it here in an
Yeah,
hour.
we'll tweet it out. We'll tweet
Okay.
it out. Put
That's-
it out there
that-
on the socials. That just killed TJ's outline.
That's
of
more
like
fun.
Where,
I wanted it
where,
to be like on the show.
where
but
the
okay.
show is going.
Well, go
I
ahead and
mean,
tweet it out.
Oh, all right.
Hey, when a
great
jersey,
job.
when a jersey's
Tweet it
on the
out.
line, I do not want to mess with that.
Yeah,
That's where you
NFL
got till noon.
NFL jersey on the line for the winner of that. So
Okay.
of their choice. Of their choice.
Gentlemen, what are your guys' plans for today? Now, I know some of you guys will be over here as we are hosting a little shindig.
Yeah, I'm going over to this asshole's house for
yeah,
the Super Bowl.
It's Fuck Stick's house.
I heard he's really handsome and he picks football games like a pro.
There is a cool podcast studio, though. No, yeah, I think
Maybe he'll let me sit in one of the chairs.
Yeah.
I'm excited to not only for the show here, obviously, as always, but afterwards when we're going to be streaming some GameCube NFL Blitz action, which we did last week, a couple weeks ago. That's going to be a fun time. We're going to have Zook and Big Web kind of go at it. With
Big Web, it's
with
instant
their
content,
teams.
by the way.
I
He's
mean,
instant
so-
offense.
Tune
when he
in,
plays
ladies and
video
Tune
gentlemen.
into
games.
that
It's
afterwards.
always fun. Me in a what do you call that thing? Joystick.
Joystick? It's a
there you go.
controller.
It gets a little preview right there.
We
he,
also-
he sits there. It's hilarious though because he's very competitive, but he sucks at every video game imaginable. So unless it's Galaga or anything
Yeah, right, Galaga.
before
I was a
1980,
Galaga champ.
yeah,
Good at that. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then we got
Back in the day.
since it's bipolar St. Louis weather. We're in Southern California today, and it's 65 degrees and sunny outside.
That's right.
So I
Yeah.
will take it. We're breaking out the brand new Brews in the Balcony cornhole boards, courtesy of
Bags,
Big T.
yeah. Mhm.
Yep. So
Nice.
the cornhole boards, getting those out there is going to be exciting. Big T, we were talking about this last night. He was saying that he was going to put in, which he could still eventually do, when the bag goes in the cornhole, then there's like a sound
drop.
effect that drop that goes
Oh,
off.
that'd be great.
So you score a point, and then it's like Nick saying "fuck you, TJ Weber."
Oh, that's good.
Or something
that's
like
really
that.
good. Yeah, that could be hilarious.
Yeah.
That
How do you
would-
even do that?
Or if,
That's
like,
pretty dope.
if
That's-
you miss it and be like, "Oh, that's tough."
Oh, that's pretty dope.
Yeah. So
That's cool. We got to get that.
so
that in
cornhole.
there.
Excited for cornhole and drinking beer.
Maybe that's like eventually one of the things we sell is like a
BOTB
Brews on the Balcony cornhole boards.
I'll tell Big T that because those are hard to make apparently. So if we can
Probably
get them,
takes a shit ton of
you
time.
can sell
Get
them.
them in mass production.
$3,000, but
Yeah.
they're nice.
nice
the money.
cornhole boards, get some LED lights on the
Custom.
inside.
I'll make them look
Custom.
really sick.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we have the game today, the
The
big
game.
game. We're not allowed to say soup.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't say Super
Bowl.
Bowl. I can say it if I pause. Super
Are you for real?
Bowl. I don't think so. I don't know about the
You have
internet.
to spell
honestly.
it
I kind of just want to
S-O-U-P.
say it like 9 times.
Super
All
Bowl,
right.
Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl. There you go.
I think
Bam.
it's fine.
You used to
No,
spell it S-O-U-P.
That's so
Yeah.
stupid.
The NFL guidelines.
I think you can.
Yeah.
I think it's FCC radio, television.
Well,
stuff.
it's because the
Goodell
NFL
can just
the
suck
NFL
on it.
trademarked it. So
Say
the
that.
NFL trademarked it. So it's but I say we just say fuck the NFL, the No Fun League, and suck my dick, Goodell.
All right.
Wow.
No fun league is right.
Ever
I
since
didn't
you went to
know
these
that.
graffiti
That's,
stickers, everything's changing
Graffiti,
around.
yeah, you don't like the graffiti sticker.
I don't
that's like the
those.
most petty thing of all time.
Gonna go
I
like
never
that.
understood
Look
that.
at- oh, my-
I guess the whole deal with it was that they wanted rights so that they could make money off it. But wouldn't you want to market the game to get more people
Yeah.
to watch it? Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
It's
I
just
don't know.
like the
The big
Indy
game.
500 And they market all that. They want cash for every
Yeah, but I don't. You want to pay to talk about it? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Everybody says it, too. Everybody's on Twitter anyway. Like, who cares?
Right.
Like, who listens to the radio?
That's my thing. You're doing it on
That's
social
like,
media.
do you guys remember last season when the MLB like copyright struck all the videos on like Twitter?
Yes,
and you couldn't have any highlights on Twitter.
Yeah.
And it's like, would you like to grow the game, or do you want people to play golf?
Well, but they don't
football
care.
And hockey
They
instead?
know they're already there. It's like the
getting
Kentucky Derby, the Indy 500, the Super Bowl.
You're getting your billions of dollars already. Why does it matter if some Joe Schmo rips off your content?
Yeah, and I guarantee they don't actually care.
No.
You know what I mean?
They want every penny.
They want everything they can. They suck the life out of people.
You think it's
But we
more
love
for,
them.
like,
We talk about them every week.
Corporate America.
We do. We
Yeah.
build it up for 20 weeks. Here we are.
Do you think it's more for like
Corporate
merchandise and
America.
stuff like
Oh,
that?
absolutely.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
merchandise.
Oh, totally for
everything.
That makes sense.
The thing is, like, I love the league. I love like the play and the players, but like I hate the executives. Everybody
Yeah.
does. I don't think anybody likes the higher ups at
No.
all. You know,
Right.
Brutal.
By the way, did you see Portnoy with the Barstool?
Yes.
Goodell clown
Fly-
shirt flag
Yeah.
going across Miami Beach.
Yep.
They had a plane flying, and it was a flag of Barstool's logo. And I don't know if you've seen this, Dad. He makes a T-shirt with Roger Goodell and a clown nose, and they sold like thousands of these shirts. And he made a flag and flew it across Miami Beach so everybody could see it. Hilarious.
I love it.
All right, so boys, today's game. This is an interesting spread. When's the last time we've had a Super Bowl pick'em? I don't even remember.
I don't know. Well, it's
Wow.
not. I don't think it's pick 'em anymore. It's at 1.5 now.
Well, I mean,
very, very
move back.
close.
But yeah,
close
yeah,
enough.
Yeah.
You know, I can't remember the last time it's been this close at odds.
Me neither. No, it's always been 7 to 10 points. It seems like lately.
Really?
Yeah.
You know,
What was the Pats Rams last year?
It was.
I want to say it was like 3.5
it was
or something
Pat-
like
it's
that.
Pats
But you think it was?
It was like 4.5.
bigger
It was
than that?
weird. Yeah, it was like Pats minus 4.5 or something.
It's like almost a touch. More than a field goal, less than a touchdown.
I remember because my friend had the under and Patriots, and we were worried because they were only up by 7. And the Rams couldn't move the ball worth of shit, but it's
Yeah.
like we were still worried because it was so low. It was something like that. I don't know, but anyway, I don't remember the last time it's been at 1 or 1.5
Right.
ever.
Yeah,
So
and we saw that come out. AFC NFC Sunday. We saw that come out that night. It stayed. It was Chiefs -1 then, and just really hasn't had much movement.
I thought it would move one direction or the other, and it has pretty much stayed put. You're right.
It's been right there. But I mean, that's just a testament of the two teams. I mean, the Chiefs' offense and the Niners' D about how close it's going to be.
yeah, it's so. I mean, there's so much back and forth on this. It's so split. I feel
I
like
get a gut feeling that it's just going to be one hell of a Super Bowl. I think it's going to be
Yes, I
exciting.
think
as hell.
so.
And it could let us down. I mean, I've seen these before. There's hype is so much and it's so huge. You know, this thing could be 9-3. I'd cry. But anyway,
so boring.
2 years in a row.
But
Oh.
I mean, they just need to live up to the hype on this thing, and it'll be crazy.
It's going to be a good game because I think a lot of things could happen. Because the thing that scares me a lot, and we'll talk about this later, but the Chiefs not scoring in the first quarter, all playoffs, and now you're going against the best defense in the entire playoffs.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that does scare me in this game.
To me, that's the one kicker that's going to catch up to them is they've gotten away with not being able to score in the first quarter multiple times already throughout the playoffs and still won the game by 10 points against both the Texans and the Titans. But they haven't won another game all season by more than 10 points. That's why we thought the 10 was so ridiculous against Houston because – you know, they hadn't beaten a good team by 10 points all season. They beat up on bad teams in their division. They beat the Jaguars pretty bad. But the rest of the teams they played all year were close games. And now you're going against the toughest defense in the NFL besides maybe the Patriots.
Yeah.
And, you know, you're going to get caught in with Bosa. Great credit Pat Mahomes, best quarterback in the league. But I just think they're going to get exposed here with this Niner D and not being at home, too. That helps them out a lot. And without having that true home field advantage, I think hurts the Chiefs here.
I think it hurts Frisco, though, too. I mean, to me, they got a good D-line, yeah, but Mahomes is pretty mobile. The question is, to me, is can San Francisco keep up with the amount of weapons they have with Watkins, Hill, and Kelsey? You know, I think this is, I mean, obviously the D-line is going to, they're going to get to him a little bit. But I think this is all about the secondary against their speedy receivers in this one.
Well, they're going to strike. Kansas City's going to strike, and Kansas City's going to strike quick. But Frisco's going to move the ball, and they're going to control the clock. And they're also going to score. I mean, Frisco's got a lot of weapons. They've got a lot of play action. It's going to be – I really see it back and forth. I see Frisco methodically taking it down the field in a 7 or 8 minute drive, and I see Kansas City popping right back with a 2-minute drive, and I just kind of see that going on in this ball game.
Yeah. Christy says, eager for a great defensive game instead of a throwing game. Why?
Christy, cut it out.
Eager.
Why do you want to see that?
Nobody wants to see a defensive game in the Super Bowl.
That would be so bad. If it was like 6-0 Niners after the first half, I would puke. I would just go puke.
Yeah.
She's just rooting for the shield.
Hey, there goes 2 Jaguars running down the street. Oh, there's 2 turtles in a box. What should we watch?
Yeah.
Sorry, Christy, just messing around.
And honestly, another key to this is I'm interested to see what kind of defensive scheme the Niners DBs bring out. Are they going to play that zone D that Sherman's been playing? Or are they going to try to go one-on-one against Tyreek Hill and play him straight up, which is because I think they'll go zone. But
they're going to stay zone as long as they can. You know, if it gets
you
out
get
of hand,
exposed a little bit there with Kelsey. Then though, that's the kicker.
The best part about it though is they don't have to blitz. Their front four is so good they don't have to blitz, and they don't have to send another guy so they can hold back.
Yeah,
that's the thing. I want to know what Andy Reid what he'll change, as in what's happened in the first quarter of the last few weeks, where you just. San Francisco's a team where you can't have a slow start against.
No.
Because they do have a good enough offense to move the football. If they go up 10-0, 14-0, I think the game's done.
Yeah.
I think Kansas City's done. I really do. They have a high-powered offense, but that defensive line is so good. You have to score first to get to them.
So I see it the other way. If Frisco goes down and has to use only air power, they're going to throw it off their football game. They're running first, they're play action. If they get down by more than 14, look out.
Yeah,
if San Francisco does, or
if San Francisco does, because
Kansas City's better equipped to come back. But I do agree with TJ. If you play with fire too much, you're eventually going to get burned. And I think San Francisco's too good. San Francisco is a lot better than I think they're
more
Texans
prepared for this game because they executed against the Vikings and the Packers, and not soft teams by any matchup. I mean, I think people are looking at the Kansas City, playing Tennessee and Texans and not actually having to play a super difficult team. San Francisco played 2 tough teams and executed their game plan to perfection. Yeah. And so, to me, they're going to come in here with the same game plan. Shanahan's the type of coach that can adapt at halftime. Andy Reid's not. They stick to what has gotten them there all season long. And Shanahan, no doubt, is going to have a trick play up his sleeve and something that the Chiefs have never seen that's not in their playbook that he's been saving for this game, because that's what he does. Draws up creative plays, and especially with Deebo Samuel, those end arounds and stuff. I mean, they like to run the ball, but I think they got some tricks up their sleeve.
Well, I hope for Kyle's sake, if the 49ers do get up big, that they can hold on to it.
Yeah.
28-3, it's hanging over his back.
I think
that'll get mentioned on the broadcast.
I think everybody will agree that when you look at 4 sides of the ball, if you will. You got 2 good offenses in Kansas City and San Francisco. You have 1 good defense in San Francisco. The weakest team or 11-man squad is going to be the Kansas City defense, right? I mean, everybody agrees with that. So that's kind of where my play is coming from, because Frisco's going to be able to move the ball against that weaker D, and Kansas City may not move the ball against that better defense. I mean, they'll move the ball, but not as much.
Over-under's right at 54 now. It's gone down a full point. Actually, 1.5. It was at 55.5 when it first opened, I think.
It's going to be a run the ball by the Niners. But I'm expecting the Chiefs, too, to run hurry up here and get some of these Niner D linemen that haven't been in the most of the season because they've been on IR. A lot of them returning late here. And if they just dial up an up-tempo offense, especially with Mahomes, and can move the ball quick, he gets it out quick, they can go quick, then they can wear down that Niners D-line. That's when they can start to expose a little bit, because they'll give it a little bit of a cushion, and as soon as they give it that cushion, then they'll go to Kelsey underneath, Hill over the top, and it'll be all over. But
yeah, I think you're right. I mean, the screen pass and Mahomes' ability to elude the rush is going to be huge, because it'll tire those guys out.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly. If he doesn't, if sacks start to happen, it's going to be hugely to San Francisco's benefit.
All right, so let's go over picks. Zook's got some trivia coming up. We'll be giving away some gift cards here shortly, especially to people who have also shared this post.
The encyclopedia.
So let's go ahead and with the picks, boys. I'm curious where you're going with this. Big Web, we'll start with you. Kansas City, -1.5 currently, over under 54. Just give us the game pick at the moment.
I'm definitely taking San Francisco plus the point or 1.5. Just for all the reasons I said. I mean, I think they're going to be able to move the football. I see them scoring 7 to 10 points a quarter. I'm definitely seeing a touchdown drive out of Frisco against that weaker linebacking core of Kansas City. The greatest show on turf had all these yards after catch, And I think Jimmy's going to be able to flip it out to Samuel and these guys. And what's the guy's name? Jurassic Park. What the fuck? Zik.
What?
You know what I'm talking about.
Kyle
Juszczyk.
See that guy?
Yeah, save that for the draft.
They're going to be able to flip it out to him.
Jurassic Park.
If my mouse worked, I have a ton of Big Web drops
and
on
they're going to Kittle. Just quick passes so they can get yards after catch and get it going. I see total time of possession control by Frisco. So for that, I mean, I think they're going to win the football game. I think they're going to hit the over, and I think they're going to, at the end of the game, use that running game to lock it down.
Yeah, to me, it's I'm San Francisco plus 1.5. I think it's going to be back and forth. I think they're going to be trading blows the whole game. I think Kansas City's going to have to punt the ball more than they are used to and are going to have to adapt at halftime to a new game plan. Because they're going to come out quick, hot, early, do the same thing they always do, go to Tyreek Hill deep. But can they score in the first quarter? That's really the question. And if they get behind, yes, Kansas City's the type of team that can come back. But if they get down early, that's when San Francisco is going to start hammering them, running, using pressure, making them make the play, which Mahomes can do. That's why Kansas City's going to get their points. But like Big Web said, San Francisco late in the game, if it's close, they're going to start running the ball. And Kansas City will score, but then San Francisco is going to come down late, run a lot of clock off, and then score, and then hopefully get the ball back, maybe hit a field goal to ice it.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you listen closely, he said that there's going to be a lot of punts from Kansas City. And I totally agree with not a lot, but more.
Just
than
more.
Than Frisco has to
Yeah.
punt. So if that's a side bet on this game,
A wager.
I don't know what kind of
Prop.
odds you can get with that, but that might be a real nice play right there. Is Kansas City having more punts than Frisco?
Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if that's a thing. I haven't heard of that, actually. I mean, there's a million of it. There's a ton of shit.
Yeah, we got to talk
that's in
about
there.
a few props after
You would
guys.
think
Oh, yeah.
that's in there. You know, I mean, that's a pretty simple one.
Yeah. I'm going with the Chiefs. I think this is Andy Reid's time. He's working his ass off. One of the best coaches in the NFL, still without a Super Bowl. I think this is where he gets it. I don't know. For me, I think San Francisco is going to win one eventually. They have a good offense. They move the ball well. But the defensive line is the story. I mean, they are building something there that's super special. But if I had to say, I think Kansas City's the best all-around team. As far as their offense, I think it's the juggernaut of this game. I think they're going to move the football at will. I think this is the time that they start out quickly. And I think, you always see Mahomes step up in big moments, Rarely do they lose in big games. They happened last year with the Patriots, literally on like the last play of the game. They worked their ass off all year. They've done it this year too. Mahomes goes down. They have the roller coaster going down. They come back up. He's the real deal, man. I mean, he probably now has moved into best NFL quarterback right now, I would say, just because of how good he is at being mobile, those sidearm throws, the creativity he has. I think San Francisco will get to them a couple times today, but I think he will take over this game, win Super Bowl MVP. He's going to find all his receivers. They have so many weapons. I don't know why. I really think this is Kansas City's year. I think they just have too much firepower, and I think in the end, San Francisco will get down, and they just can't catch up. That's it.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. I like the Kansas City
Table is
Chiefs.
split.
This is the pick I've had since preseason to win the
he's pulling
Super
out the
Bowl.
starter
jersey.
jacket.
Wow.
Looked like a starter jacket. The jersey.
J-Mac.
Got the
Signed J-Mac.
autographed
Nice.
Jeremy Maclin jersey.
All right.
here.
1-9.
Mizzou proud.
It'll be on.
Montana?
It'll be on for the Super Bowl. I
Nick, why do you
thought
hate
that
Mizzou, man?
I love Mizzou.
Oh, yeah,
Why do you
he's
hate
big-
Mizzou? You're not. You
He's a
rooting
true
for-
son.
you're
Nah,
rooting for
J-Mac,
J-Mac.
J-Mac's not on that team. If J-Mac was on that team, I'd be on the Chiefs. J-Mac ain't on that team.
So I like the Chiefs. I've liked them all season long. I thought they were the best team in football all season long, and I'm not backing off that right now. I think they do have the best quarterback in the league, and that's a big reason I picked them to preseason and win the Super Bowl. I think that it's inevitable that they're eventually going to get one, and I think that this year's their year. I don't contest. I think the 49ers have the better roster. I think we're all pretty much in agreement there. I think the coaches are a wash. Kyle's really good. Andy's really good. But I think the Chiefs have a big advantage in the quarterback department and with their weapons, with Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, Sammy Watkins, Mecole Hardman. Like they got it going on. So I ultimately think, like you were talking about the mobility, TJ, as you hack up a lung over there.
It's all hit me. I need some more medicine, bro.
But I think Patrick Mahomes will be able to run away and kind of neutralize that pass rush to at least slow it down to where they can't wreck the game. So give me the Chiefs.
I don't know. I love it. I mean, because this is literally what the public's been doing. It's like I think people want to bet the Chiefs and want to pick the Chiefs, but it's been split.
I've been on the Chiefs all year, as you guys know, and I love the Chiefs. And it's tough to go against them. I'm just common sense, going to what I feel in my gut, and that's where I'm at. I love the Chiefs. It's going to be a great football game. I want to talk about turnovers for a second. They always come up and screw things up on our plans on these things, but Jimmy is more susceptible to interceptions, and there's a prop bet. Will Jimmy throw an interception? I think it's hell yeah.
Yeah.
I think he'll throw one, and that's all the prop bet is. Will he throw an interception?
That's an interesting one.
That's something I'd go with there. And, Frisco's still going to overcome that. But, I think Patrick's got unbelievable stats against the pick. He doesn't throw interceptions all that often at all.
I'm excited that I like Kansas City here because you never want to, for anybody out there that wants to bet this game, if you bet the Niners, you're not happy because you want to see the Chiefs win. Most of the time. Some people hate the Chiefs.
No, I don't want to see the Chiefs win.
I
really?
don't either.
Why?
Hell no.
Chiefs fans annoy the hell out of me right now.
Really?
Yeah, but I'm saying
Kansas City.
They're long suffering.
Kansas City fans. The diehard fans I'm fine with. That's why I respect the Chiefs crowd and their tailgate and everything like that and the home field advantage. But there's another section of Chiefs fans that are just hopping on the Patty Mahomes bandwagon that can't name a single player on the defense.
That's everybody on any Super Bowl winning team ever, though. You know what I mean? Like, that happens every year.
Yeah, I mean, it's just I think it's part of it. Some part of me, I'm annoyed that St. Louis fans are hopping on the Chiefs bandwagon. It's like, come on. Again, it's a lot of bandwagon fans, and yes, I know Travis Kelce and Pat Mahomes supported the Blues. And that whole thing, it's not about the actual players in the field. It's more about the fans and how they're convinced that they've already won the Super Bowl without anything actually happening. I'm you're in for a rude awakening with the San Francisco 49ers defense. You haven't played a San Francisco 49ers defense that good all year.
That's right.
You haven't seen that. You haven't seen that yet.
I'd love to see Mahomes win.
And so I would just, if fans are more realistic, they're already booking that they won the Super Bowl, and they very well might. Chiefs are probably the best team in the NFL right now. I just think the Niners, what they have and what they're bringing to the table, are going to be a little bit better. And that's where my gut says Niners, but my head is like the Chiefs are just a powerhouse offense. We've seen them prove that.
And what you're talking about is the matchup. I mean, I love the Chiefs.
You can't bet the team. You got to bet the matchup.
Exactly. And I'm sitting here going, like I said earlier, it's tough. It's tough because I follow the Chiefs. I like the Chiefs. Am I going to be happy if they win? Sure. But I'm looking at the matchup. I like Frisco better in the matchup. You can't say I'm not going to be happy at the end of the game. I'll be fine, but
betting 101.
I'd like to go with
that's fine. I just, in my opinion, I could be wrong because I'm the one picking the Chiefs. I think it's more exciting to watch and root for the Chiefs than watch and root for the Niners.
You know what else? I think there's a little bit Pat Mahomes' annoying brother on TikTok and his very, very loud, annoying girlfriend on social media. Really dock the Chiefs down just a little
bit.
There's
prop bets on the amount of TikToks he's going to post.
Dude,
look at Nick crying over here about Chiefs fans and Mahomes' brother. Has nothing to do with the fucking football game. It's just all Chiefs fans make me sad. It's like, who cares? Let them be fans. Who gives a shit?
Nah.
You know how many Blues fans weren't real Blues fans going toward the Stanley Cup run? Come on in.
Yeah, it's bandwagon. It's your own team, though.
Bring it on. We've been lifelong fans because we're from here.
Right.
But there's people that came out of the woodworks. I love the Blues.
Yeah.
Awesome. Come on in. The more the merrier.
That's just again, I guess if it's my own team, it doesn't bother me as much because it's just join on. The Cardinal fans bug the shit out of me. The Cardinal fans are the most spoiled fans in all of sports. I fucking hate bandwagon and just annoying Cardinal fan base. The thing that gets me, it's not so much that they're bandwagon fans. My biggest pet peeve in life is fans that don't know what they're talking about. If you were a Chiefs fan, even if you're a bandwagon Chiefs fan, and they can actually talk the game, that's great. But then you have fans coming in here talking shit about their team, and they talking shit to us because we're St. Louis don't have a team, talking shit about their team, and they don't even know the players on their team or haven't even watched a game all season. It's come on. That's my biggest pet
peeve. But that reminds me of something
Kumbaya.
exactly what you're saying. TJ and I went to a Cardinal Cub game one time, and this dude, after the game, the Cubs beat the Cardinals, this guy literally has a...
Were you at Wrigley?
at Busch.
Okay.
He literally has a W sign. You know how they flash that bullshit?
Yeah.
And it's in cellophane. They haven't won a fucking game for like a month. This son of a bitch bought the thing a month. He's ripping it out of cellophane and go like, "Oh,
Yeah.
you puss!
Yeah,
What the hell?"
Yeah.
That's
fucking
what I'm
W
saying.
flag.
It's just fans that aren't actually knowledgeable about their own. They're just jumping on because it's fun and everybody else is doing it.
I kind of love the W flag though because it opens them up to just get
Oh,
roasted.
the L, the
Yeah,
L flag.
fly the L every time they lose.
Fly the
Yeah,
L.
like turn it
Yeah.
upside
Which,
down, miserable.
For most of my life, they lose a lot more than they
Yeah,
win.
it's I don't know.
It's okay. It's the Cubs too. He's a White Sox fan,
Yeah.
so he gets it.
Yeah, from a
I don't
northern
hate-
The White
Illinois.
Sox big year this year though. They made some moves.
Yeah, I think they're going to be finally
See,
good.
you can claim the White Sox fandom now
I'm
when
excited.
they're good. And
I watched them win the World Series. I remember sitting on my couch watching them win in 2005 because I was like right at that perfect age. I was, I think, 11 years old at the time. And then my dad, like you know how they take the trophy around, and they had the Stanley Cup trophy in St. Louis for a while, right? Where you could
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
take pictures. So my dad took me to when it came to Bloomington to go get my picture taken next to the World Series trophy. Yeah, that was
Nice.
freaking awesome, man. Like
dope.
that was like I was a White Sox fan before, but like watching Jermaine die and all them win
Jermaine
it, like,
die.
so sweet.
Ozzie Guillen,
Yes.
baby.
Mm-hmm.
2005.
Yes.
I would love to see Zook if the Cardinals ever play the White Sox. Hopefully they're coming to town soon.
They
It'd be fun.
came 2 summers ago.
Was
So
it 2 years ago? I don't even remember
I think
that.
so. So it'll be White Sox were awful.
Yeah, White Sox suck.
Yankees are coming to
I think it's
town.
next year. I think next year though. They're
Oh,
gonna-
Tolly.
Tolly's a New York
Tolly,
guy.
what up?
Yankees are coming to town. That'd be fun to go to.
Yankees. What do you guys got for prop bets? You got what Gatorade you like? What?
Well, the Gatorade got kind of ruined. Did you see that purple is minus odds? It's
Yeah,
like
it's
yeah.
minus
minus
220.
Yeah,
I'm
What
still
the hell?
crazy.
It's like
because
someone has an inside
Leaked.
scoop. Or
Apparently
something.
it got leaked.
The Gatorade leaked.
Well,
Apparently
someone
it
was
got
saying
leaked.
clear or like the white Gatorade because that's the new one they're trying to promote right now. That
Oh.
Gatorade's trying to promote, and I'm still on the red because you got good odds on the red, and
Even
even
two teams with reds, the
well,
main
right,
color,
but even what you're drinking like during the game, I'm saying they have one underneath that's red Gatorade, and because they might not want to drink the fruit punch during the game, or whatever. But then they're gonna dump the red Gatorade
yeah.
on the coach. That's my whole thing.
They were thinking purple for Kobe, by the way.
Oh,
that was
gotcha.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah.
actually that'd be cool.
That was the story.
That would be
Like,
cool.
I don't trust that. That's a.
I don't
a total
either.
That
sabotage.
just sounds
bet.
like some bullshit information. Yeah.
So, there's a clubhouse guy going, "Hey, Vegas, hey Charlie, put $1 million down for red. I'm filling the
Yes,
fucking cooler
that's what I'm
now."
saying. Never,
no
never-
way.
Like if
Right.
purple's
You can't
minus
bet on that.
125, do not take that. Do
Yeah.
not take that. It's not going to be that. It's blatant, just straight stupidity. Betting 101 is whatever that favorite is because it moved like that. Don't do it.
We feeling heads or tails this year?
Tails.
I'm
I
all
like-
heads, baby.
I think
Tails
I'm-
never
I think
fails.
I'm
All the way,
going
baby.
heads.
Tails
I think I'm
never
going
fails.
Tails
I
never
feel
fails.
heads.
Gonna put $100 on it.
No, not $100. 100 candy bars. No, but like what I would do,
100
it's
candy
so
bars.
funny when it gets so quiet because 2 or 3 people in the party have a bet on the coin toss.
You've already
And
got
he
Demi
goes,
Lovato on the under.
He goes, the Super Bowl helmets are heads, and he shows what heads and tails is. He goes, now we'll do the flip, and it all gets silent in here. It's heads. Yeah! that like little pause is the
You
funniest
parlay
thing.
Demi Lovato on the under on national anthem, and which coach is mentioned first, Andy Reid or Kyle
That's the
Shanahan?
easiest bet of all time.
Yeah, it's
Andy
got
Reid will be
Reid,
the first
Andy
one.
Reid,
Absolutely.
hammer it.
Oh,
home.
here's the one right here. Will Mahomes throw for more than 305 yards?
Yes.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yes.
I like the punt one
Especially
with
if
the
they're
Chiefs.
down. If they're down, they're going to be throwing the ball. So it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, and even if they're up, I still think they're going to throw the ball even when they're up big. They're going to,
That's their
Try
offense,
to
man.
blow it out, yeah.
They don't run the football. They're thinking Mahomes today. There was a prop bet apparently about rushing yards over like 150 because they think Mahomes is going to run more than he'll throw. Like not more, but as much as he'll throw. That'll throw them off.
He was like 15-1 to score the first touchdown, and I could see that.
15. Oh, because they
roll
don't
out.
count. They don't count passing, right? It's only if he runs.
runs right.
Yeah.
yeah.
By the way, a little extra if you want to try something out. I got a good feeling about Sammy Watkins' big breakaway touchdown. He's 12-1
there you go.
on first
that's,
touchdown.
That's
so
a good. Yeah,
I
'cause
kind of
they-
like Emmanuel Sanders
they might-
for
I like
a
Debo.
long one today.
Debo's good.
I like
How
Debo.
about,
Can't go wrong with any of the running
the running
backs,
back.
Mostert.
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 See, I'm good with the name.
See, I hate the running back stuff for the 49ers because like they've just switched it up so many times throughout the year.
Tevin
like,
Coleman. You probably get good money on Tevin Coleman.
Whether it be Coleman, Breida, or Mostert. Wasn't Coleman injured in the NFC Championship game?
Yeah, he didn't play.
Yeah,
Or he got
so
injured first quarter.
I haven't been
Q1,
checking this.
yeah.
Is he playing today?
I believe he's in.
I don't think it matters
It's
the way
going to be
Mostert
more
played.
Mostert than anything.
Yeah.
They might do
Tevin
goal line
Coleman's their
back.
goal line guy. Yeah, he's been kind of more. If you want the experts picks, our guy from Vegas, very good. 65% against the spread the past 5
Double down
years.
Dom, man.
And
He's on fire.
Double down Dom's good too, but
Different guy.
yeah, this is Salinas. This is
yeah.
our legit guy. He said Mahomes rushing under 32.5. That's at plus 110. Over 10.5 total points scored in the third quarter. First versus third quarter with most points scored third quarter at minus 145. And Mahomes passing TDs over 2.5 at minus 129. So he likes all those. Again, 2.5 on passing touchdowns for Patty Mahomes. That seems easy.
Yeah.
I mean, because they're going to be throwing the ball so much. So
I don't know.
definitely interesting. What about Demi Lovato?
I'm going over on that. 2 minutes and 4 seconds, I believe.
There
I
is-
thought it was like 155.
There
No,
is
they changed it.
Oh.
another prop bet on how long Brave lasts. So on Home of the Brave, how long the word Brave lasts. Over under 4.5 seconds.
Over.
Over under 4.5 seconds.
Let's see.
Here,
Ooh.
let's do a little thought
Home of the
experiment. I'm going to time myself doing it. Yeah, actually, Nick, I'll time you doing it.
Nick, we're overseas today.
We are
Giancarlo says,
Overseas.
hello there. Here from Honduras, waiting for Super Bowl 54. I think Mahomes got the experience, but Garoppolo
Nice.
is playing like old school. I want to see Sherman and Garoppolo with the championship ring. Wow.
There we
you
go. We're going international today.
Nice.
Going
Welcome in
international.
Giancarlo, yeah.
Yes, welcome Gene Carlos. I like that. I think
Thank
Mahomes,
you.
yeah. Garoppolo is playing with that old school. I think Garoppolo is going to... That's just the question mark. Garoppolo's obviously been there before, never actually played in a Super Bowl, but having that experience under Brady and Belichick, I think definitely gives him...
An advantage.
Not necessarily an advantage
hurt
because
him.
Patty Mahomes is the best quarterback in the NFL right now, but I think people are underestimating Jimmy G a little bit before this game. Even though I've been down on them the whole season until they went in New Orleans and won in New Orleans against Drew Brees in that shootout. That showed they can put up points. And then Richard Sherman, who's been there before too, having some of that experience. Emmanuel Sanders having that experience on that team is definitely going to help San Francisco a little bit over Kansas City. Most of the guys haven't been there before.
You mentioned Patty Mahomes, the best NFL quarterback. You know what the best trimmer is out there, Nick? It's a Lawnmower 3.0.
It's the Lawnmower 3.0
from Manscaped.com.
Nice.
And they also have this LED light, which Nick illuminates your
it-
grooming
it-
areas
it
for closer and more
illuminates.
precise trimming.
I was trimming
That's scary.
you know about that?
I was trimming my chest hairs in the dark last night, and it worked like a charm.
Yeah, how'd it work when you
In the
turn the
dark
lights on?
last-
It worked like a charm. I mean, it really just lights up the track right as you're going across the body. Doesn't cut you at all. It's
Hey,
great.
It's an exciting Saturday night at the Yale household right there, trimming your chest hairs in the dark.
That's right.
I will tell you a side story. I mean, we'll finish talking about Manscaped.
Okay, yeah,
here.
we'll get back to that in 30 minutes.
But I mean, yeah, this was something waterproof, so you can use it in the shower. I mean, the 2.0 was great, but the 3.0 is better. Out now.
Let me finish real quick. Get 20% off free shipping with the code BOTB at manscaped.com. 20% off free shipping at manscaped.com if you use code BOTB on any product on their website.
Any product. Again, Valentine's Day gift for the ladies. Get that for your hubby, your boyfriend, your friend, your brother. I guess you could get it for.
That's weird.
Is that weird? So yeah, it works great, and they got a lot
Come
of great,
out, bro.
a lot of great stuff. I don't know. Do sisters buy their brothers Valentine's
You
Day
don't.
gifts?
You don't.
Not sure. But yeah, so you were talking about an exciting night in the Yale household. We actually went out to a local tavern last night, popped over to another local tavern, O.B. Clark's.
Oh, yeah.
And we were sitting there. We were having finishing up a beer for the night. It was probably like 11:30, 12. And, I got a bedtime, got a big show to be up for today, right?
There you go.
And, most of the crowd had cleared out. It wasn't really that packed of a night. It was literally us sitting at a table and then one other guy at the bar and the bartender sitting there.
This was last night?
This is last night. And all of a sudden, David
Surprised there wasn't a lot of people out.
Perron and Falk walk in from the St. Louis Blues or whatever. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like, they're here or whatever. Kind of weird because they just had a game in Winnipeg like 3 hours earlier. And so they literally landed and drove here. And Shen and Schwartz walk in and Parayko and O'Reilly. And by that time,
Nice.
the entire team was there. And they were celebrating. Then they brought in Steen in the back door. And it surprised him or whatever. And he had his 1,000th game in the NHL yesterday.
Wow.
And Winnipeg And so they were celebrating that, and yeah, the entire team except for like Bennington, Petrangelo, and Baumeister were there.
Was Chief there?
Chief, I did not see Chief. Steve Ott was there though.
Nice.
Panger, Curbs.
Holy cow, that's the
Really?
Did you say hi to them?
literally,
Talk to any of them?
Literally, no, we didn't talk. We said hi to Perron and Falk when they walked in. We're like, oh, hey guys, what's going on? But we didn't want, not going to really go up and bother them. Like, hey guys, you want to take a picture?
Be fanboys.
I did
Yeah,
want to.
right.
I do eventually want to get a picture with O'Reilly, just because got the beard and have been drawing the comparisons to him.
Yeah,
that
you-
would have been
look at
good.
me.
You have
that would
to.
have been good.
Was he there?
Yeah, he was there. Yeah. They were all, like I said, they were
You
all
should
there.
have done it. Waited till he buy him a beer, then ask him.
It was just weird because it was like, again, this is like 12:30 at night, like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And nobody else is in the bar. Like the bar is legitimately just empty. We're sitting at the bar, and then all these guys are over, like sitting like right behind us, and just like hanging out.
That's dope. That's
and
cool.
drinking and stuff, and we're like, this is funny. So,
That's awesome.
and because Obie Clark's is their hangout. That's their. I mean,
Oh, yeah, it's
that's,
Blue-
that's,
that's Blue
the
Central.
that's the hockey spot.
That's where they first celebrated when they won
Yep,
the cup. Yeah.
Yep, that's where they go. So it was neat. So exciting night for Nick last night. Nonetheless,
See, it wasn't boring at all. Why'd you say
wasn't
it was?
boring at all.
All right, we got to give out some gift cards.
Yeah,
I
share
gotta
this-
I gotta go
share
to work
this post
unfortunately
below.
soon, so we got to get some gift cards
Oh,
out.
you gotta
So
work. Come on, man.
yeah, Zook, do you have any trivia questions?
Yeah,
yet?
I got some
Share
trivia
this
questions.
post below.
Let's do the first trivia question.
I got two trivia
Share this
questions.
post below while Zook does trivia questions, because we'll give away $20 Cafe Tea gift cards for people that share this, and also giving away the T-shirt for the most active person who shares this, gets involved in the comments. We got T-shirt, not necessarily this size. We got a full closet full of T-shirts. So if you don't win the T-shirt, you can go buy one on bruisingthebalcony.com/store.
Alrighty, so here's the first one.
First one to answer wins, by the way.
We got some Super Bowl themed questions for Super Bowl Live. Oh, sorry, forgot we're not supposed to say that.
Super
Super
Bowl,
Bowl,
Live.
Super Bowl live, Super Bowl live, Super Bowl
So,
live.
all right, here are the four. You got to name the four teams to never make a Super Bowl.
I got
There
a
are
hint.
four teams
There's a hint right to Zook's
that have
right.
never made a Super Bowl.
4 teams
So,
that
yeah,
never
TJ's
made.
helping you out
I'm
with a
helping
hint
you out
on
with one.
There's one.
First person,
So, you
first
can
person
look-
to drop
Yeah.
the correct answer in the comments.
You got to name the four
gets
teams
the
that have
Cafe
never
Tea
made it.
gift card.
So we'll
So-
wait on
So
that.
we'll wait, dude. TJ, tell us a joke while we're waiting for them to answer.
Well, Nick, horse walks into the bar. Bartender says, "Why the long face?"
Good thing you're not the one doing stand up. That joke sucked.
I would have laughed.
Speaking
Oh,
of which,
by-
do we have a date for the stand-up yet?
No, not you. We're still.
Because I want to make sure I'm
We're
there.
still. We
Okay.
have. We have.
Get a
we
full
have
group
two
there.
locations that we're thinking about doing it. We need to. We're in negotiations right now. You know,
Serious
they're
talks.
pitting each other against each other.
Sources say.
Late April is kind of what we're going for.
Okay.
So late April, I know. I was talking to Colby yesterday. He said he was going to be in town around that time. I think
Yeah.
we got some other people that are flying in.
Mark Hessler.
I
Specific-
think mid-April, but
We have
He
people
answered?
that are flying
I
around.
said Detroit.
Okay,
Well, you need,
four.
you need
All
four.
four.
Three more,
You need
Mark.
four.
Three more.
You
Three
need
more,
four.
Mark.
I mean,
Three more.
Yes, and you can Google this if you really need to, winning a $20 Cafe Tea gift card. But no, we got people flying in specifically for this. I mean, it's going to be a Netflix special. We got the cameras coming in. I mean, we probably have some opening acts that we're going to have to book too. I was talking to Kevin Hart the other day. He said he might come, be my opener, Crazy, right? But TJ, we were talking about jokes last night at the dinner table, and it came to our attention that when we were talking about pissing in the shower,
Ah, yes.
you said you were a pisser in the shower.
Not on a normal basis. I said I've done it before.
You've done it before. Now, however,
Real quick, we got
What?
a winner.
we have a
We
winner.
have a winner.
Giancarlo
Carlo from overseas.
Honduras.
Yes, the 4 teams that
He's
never
got to
made
come
a-
into town now and get his gift
Carl's got to
Do it.
come. Got
Do
to
it.
come into town now to get your gift card.
Well, we'll make sure this is right, by the way.
Who are they?
Browns, Chargers,
Chargers,
Bills,
Bills,
Bengals.
Bengals.
No, we're missing. No.
no.
That's
two,
not it.
Two of them
I'm
are
sorry,
wrong.
Giancarlo. You lose.
No, Bills have made
We
a
have
Super
a
Bowl
winner.
before.
Bills and
We
the
have
Chargers have made the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's not that have ever won. It's have ever
You
been
just
there.
said they've never been there.
Did I get that right, didn't I?
Yeah. Bills
They've
definitely
never
been
made
Super
it
Bowl.
to a Super Bowl.
Bills lost
Still
4
open,
in a
still
row.
a chance,
Still a chance. Try
Still
again.
a chance to win the Cafe Tea gift card. But it came to our attention that previously when we were talking about the piss in the shower, you said that was gross. When we were talking about it on Bras on the Balcony,
What?
that you were against it.
I've never said
We
that.
have 2 sources, Big T and Nance, both confirmed that you were against it when we were talking with your wife and Kendall.
They're like show historians now.
I
That is
guess
not.
so.
There's no
So
way.
They called you out, man. I said we need to go back and review the tape.
I don't know about that.
And they were calling you out. So I was like, nice.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's true.
TJ making shit up, lying. about his true feelings about pissing in the shower.
No, I said I don't.
Unbelievable.
Where is this going?
Unbelievable.
Nick had to bring that up randomly.
Ever since those
Unbelievable.
graffiti stickers, this is all going
Yeah,
to hell.
Big T. Big Web's not a fan of the graffiti stickers.
I don't like
Big T doesn't listen to
What's wrong
football
with the
show
gra-
too
they
much.
look cool.
I love the graffiti stickers. I think we should make more of them.
Yeah.
That's neat. That's hip. That's millennial right there, baby.
Okay, that's why I don't like it.
It's millennial. Hashtag BOTB.
All right.
I'm gonna stick one on your truck.
Nick, while we
the back glass
No,
of your
you're
truck.
not.
bumper sticker, while we wait for the correct answer on the 4 teams that have never made it to a Super Bowl, not that have never won, have never made it, and would also be that never won. Send it into Facebook right now for a gift card. But Nick, let's give out somebody to somebody that shared.
Somebody
this post.
that shared. All
Give it to somebody
right.
that shared the post.
Let's run the generator. Run the generator. Run the generator. We have Zach Daly.
All right. Congratulations to Zach.
Woohoo. Boom.
$20 gift card to Zach Daly.
Cafe
Winner.
Telegraph gift card.
Good
Some
stuff.
smoked par fried wings in Zach Daly's future.
There's
That's
some
right.
smoked par fried wings. We'll run that. We'll run that one again. Random generator comes out with Sue Berry. Grandma.
right, yeah.
Grandma wins one.
All
Big
right.
Grandma Berry.
Big supporter of Nick,
You know what?
Nick Yale and Bruce on the balcony.
I'm just thinking out loud here. We need to get STL Distillery to give us a couple bottles of vodka we can ship to people. For
Yeah,
great.
that would be delicious. I'm sure they would do that. Maybe some of their Cardinal Sin vodka.
Oh yeah.
Maybe
Brew
the
vodka.
Cardinal Starka. They
Yeah.
get tons of good stuff over there.
OMG Starka.
OMG Starka. Is that the one with the chili
OMG.
pepper in it?
Chili pepper and the cinnamon stick. Yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
Delicious
look at
stuff,
that.
man. Absolutely. Delicious stuff.
Still that gift card.
Come on, Giancarlo.
Yeah.
You can get the other two, man. I believe in
Hessler
you.
thinks he has 3.
Okay.
Hessler
Well, he
has
needs
3.
4.
He needs
There's
4.
a thing called Google. I
Yeah,
mean,
you
people
can
could have got
literally
this.
just
like,
Google it,
10
Mark.
minutes
Yeah,
ago.
Google it,
I'm
Mark.
disappointed.
I don't
in
think
the
people
listeners.
really want these free wings. I'm shocked.
I know. I mean, this is.
I mean,
$20
we're
gift
giving
We
you
card.
got a lazy crowd
We're
out
giving
there
you
today.
free food. We
giving
got a
you
lot
free
of.
food.
We got a decent amount of viewers right
Google
now.
is
So many
legal.
gift cards,
Google
like-
is legal. The first one to
We're just
cheat with
literally
Google.
giving these away. We're just like, here, take money. Here, take money.
I mean,
Go get free food.
There's people watching. We got an audience, but nobody wants
Yeah,
free
we have-
wings. I
They've
don't know
all
what
won.
they're
They've all won.
All right, here's your hint for the remaining 2. Giancarlo said Lions.
No, he did not
and-
say Lions.
Oh, he didn't.
Well,
He will now.
Giancarlo
Think
wants this one.
AFC South.
AFC South. Never been. I got the team. I got it in right now.
Okay.
Hessler has 4.
Well,
Hessler has
Frank
4.
already came in. Frank's already in.
Frank's in.
Frank's in with Browns, Lions, Jags, and Texans.
There you go.
Wow!
Ding,
all
ding,
right.
ding, 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 ding.
Congratulations.
Frank's a winner.
Frank Robert wins
That's the
again.
same 4 Hessler had.
Frank
Wow.
hasn't got his last one. Frank, if you're seeing Big Web today, he'll give you your gift cards.
There you go.
Because
There you go.
TJ's bad at giving out gift cards to the people. Tolly
Frank.
hasn't got his.
Gotcha.
Colby, yours is with Zook. Who else do we get? Hayden's is in the mail.
I screwed up on Schlemmer yesterday. I told him at the morning I'd give
Vicky
it to
got
him.
hers.
He's got to write the names
My
on them,
mom
Nick,
got
so
hers.
remember. That's it. He's got to write the names on them.
Grandma says Grandpa would know, but he decided to take a nap. LOL. 11:30.
I'm going to make things interesting for this final trivia question that Zook's going to read. Not only do you get a gift card, but you get a free BOTB T-shirt.
Gift card
Alrighty.
and a T-shirt.
T-shirt and a gift
Double
card.
down.
Holy cow.
That's a
This one's-
$50 value,
Pay
folks.
attention.
There you go.
$50 value.
$50 value.
T-shirt and gift card. First one to answer this next trivia question.
T-shirt
Okay.
and gift card.
Are you ready for the question?
We're
Yes.
all ready.
When was this a little easier? When was the last Super Bowl to take place on Groundhog's Day?
The last Super
The Super Bowl is taking place on Groundhog's Day
Hurry
today.
up. Google
When was the
the
last
crap out
time
of
it
it.
happened?
Google. Push your thumbs, baby.
You can give us the Super Bowl number. You can give us the year, the
We
teams
got
that played. I don't really
T-shirts,
give a
we got
shit.
gift cards. I don't really.
But it's gotta
give
be
a
right.
shit. It's gotta be right.
Google. Cheat. We're telling you to cheat.
That's right.
That's what we say. We just say cheat, 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 cheat.
I mean, we're just like, I feel like Santa Claus today.
I mean, we got so much to give away. Thank you to all our great sponsors. Obviously, we just have gift cards on gift cards on gift cards.
I'm interested to see if they get this one. Because, again, this is, we were giving out free wings. Now
We're
we're giving out.
interested to see. They're cheating on Google.
Yeah, I mean, duh. We don't care.
We'll see if they go a little quicker this time. I don't know.
Yeah,
Because this is a T-shirt
everybody's-
and a gift card.
You know,
So
Frank-
I
Frank's
obviously
gonna do
had
it
to
again.
Google this.
No, Frank can't win. I'm sorry, Frank. You're out.
Frank
can't
can't.
double
Frank
up.
You already
can't
just
win.
won.
Frank just won one.
Can't do it.
I had to Google this before, and it's actually kind of funny because you gotta be a savvy Googler to figure it out.
No, we got a savvy Google.
Yeah, you got to be a savvy. You have
Honestly, that's kind of a tough
You have
one.
to know the keywords.
He's got to go
You think
to
it's
work, and
tough?
you got a savvy Googler.
I just typed in the question and figured it out. But
Love
Did
to
you?
see it.
Yeah, I
Great content here.
I had to click on the
Heck
article.
yeah!
But
Heck yeah!
So, boys, what's your Super Bowl snack today? What are you munching
Snack of
Beer.
choice.
on? Yeah.
Beer.
Beer, and more beer. Bush.
well, TJ, what are you providing?
Yeah.
Well, we got a little pizza coming. I think some wings from
buff chicky
local
dip?
establishment. I'll give them a shout out because they're the best.
I'll be
Fenton Bar and
bringing
Grill.
something.
Getting some Fenton Bar and Grill wings. Hopefully,
we should be catering Cafe Telegraph. Jeez.
So,
I mean, yeah, we should.
My cousin.
Brew vodka and Cafe Telegraph's all we're having, guys. Come on.
That's right.
My cousin's party has.
They're all gonna
I
shave
don't
their
know- I don't know
chest with
which. I don't know which cousin makes them. I think
Shave
it's
each other's
Trish
chest.
or Julie, but they bring these stuffed mushrooms. Oh my!
Is that right?
Is that
They're
right?
So good. Really
Stuffed
good.
mushroom. I wouldn't have thought that's
Jordan's
a Super
got
Bowl
something
snack,
in the
but-
works
it's-
for us
they're
tonight.
awesome.
So.
I like a
deal.
good buff chicken dip. You know.
You know what's cool is we got a lot of people bringing their own stuff too. So we're gonna have a whole smorgasbord. I had four
Smorgasbord.
people.
BYOS.
Great
Four
word.
people asked me, "Can I bring buff chick dip?" I go, "I never have a lot of buffalo chicken dip."
Oh, good thing I was gonna do buff chicken dip.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna do a cookie cake.
Ah, yes.
Nice Schnucks
A
cookie
cake.
Yeah. It's like a cop out.
Vanderpump Rules. All right.
It's like, hey, you're just gonna get blasted.
show on
Just gonna
earth.
get blasted on that.
You cannot talk about
Blasted.
masculinity when you watch fucking Vanderpump Rules.
I love
Frank
that
said
show.
he needs a jersey. Frank, we're not giving away jerseys here.
No, it's between Hessler and Tolly. Oh, by the way, I have those
Frank,
numbers.
do better at the BOTB pick'em, and then you can get a jersey.
Here you go. Listen up, boys and girls.
So
Here's the
here
jersey.
is the tiebreaker, just in case they don't pick. If they don't
JIC,
pick the
just in
same
case.
teams, just because we won't know who they pick until right at kickoff. So
True.
if they both pick the same, here's the tiebreaker: Tolly has 54, and Hessler has 61.
Wow.
So this is close. So it means
54 and
anything under 54,
61.
Tolly gets, and then it's
Okay.
like I think it's above what 57 Hessler would get, or no,
Yeah,
that'd
you
be
just-
split.
Right, put that number in the middle there. So it's what is it? 54 and 61.
Yeah, so it'd be 57.
3.5. What about that?
Yeah, right there.
57.5 is the Mason-Dixon line. There.
Correct. So if it's so what if it's it can't be 57 and a half? Thank God.
58.
Okay, 57 wins,
Yeah.
58 Hessler wins.
Right.
There we
Right.
go.
And I really hope that Hessler wins. That means
yeah.
I win the over.
That's
It-
right.
It's gonna be right there.
Yeah.
Right there. What do we say the line is at? 54 and a half?
54 right now.
54. Okay.
It went down to 54
because it
A lot
was
of people got it
54
at the half.
and a half.
Correct. Correct. Yes.
I don't remember. Do you remember what we got it at? What I said?
Somebody said they got it at 54 and a half.
I think we got it at 54.
It's changed the last couple days.
Yeah, I know. When we did that on action, Tom said 48. Huh?
Still waiting for that answer. When was the last Super Bowl that
It's
takes place
disappointing.
on Groundhog's Day?
It's not that hard.
First person, you get free $20 gift card to Cafe Tea, and you get a Brews on the Balcony T-shirt for free.
For free.
For free.
Of your size. Not
It wasn't
necessarily
that long
size.
ago, people.
It was not
We
that
have,
long
we have
ago.
full
There's a hint.
We have full T-shirts in stock. Full T-shirts in stock.
That's right.
You,
So
you can get the yellow one too. We got blue and white available. We got blue and yellow.
I'm more of a fan of the blue and yellow.
We can get a
personally.
custom-made bras on the balcony one made for you.
Yeah,
Those are
yeah.
in production as well. Whatever you want.
that's absolutely right. So,
Whatever you want.
I mean, we're just like we're like Santa Claus over here.
Nick,
we just give out the
The
great gift
Brewers,
cards and the
the
T-shirts.
Brewers on the balcony apparel merch department will be in contact you after the show.
That's
AKA
absolutely right.
me.
Well, Big Web, while we wait for that answer before we wrap it up, we want to hear your best bet of the week.
All right, boys. So we've had a nice playoffs here, as you all know.
Nice
that,
playoffs
whoever's
here.
been following along. So we're going to continue, and we're going to show a profit for the year.
All right.
So kind of a good finish here. Mark Hessler says 2017 for the Groundhog Day.
No.
That's
incorrect.
Frank said 214.
That's right.
So
2014.
I think Frank will give it to his lovely wife, Kay.
Bam, there you go.
There you go.
Excellent
deal.
sponsor.
Congratulations
go.
to the Roberts.
Congratulations over there.
Robert's sweeping the trivia today, man.
it.
The
Woo!
Roberts
That's it.
sweeping the
That's right.
trivia.
All right, so the pot stands at 2130.
21-30.
2130 is where
Wow.
we're at on the bank roll. So here's what we're going to do. You've heard our picks. You heard who we like. We're going to put 5-0-0
Shekels.
on a two-way parlay. Pays $12.50. That's going to be the Niners and over.
Nice.
That'll collect $17.50. We're also putting 429 on the over, which pays 386 to collect 815.
Well.
So with those two wagers, we'll do the math on the postseason show when we win. But if we were to not be successful, we profit 1001 for the year.
Wow.
So still making
if it doesn't work out.
Still making
if it
four
does not
figures
work out.
regardless.
Wow.
Four figures.
Love to see
Good
that.
stuff.
That's where we put the numbers for the Brews
Love
on the Balcony
to
listeners.
see
So
that.
it's been a fun year. We've been hanging out through the entire regular season without having to dip in. We got into the playoffs. We dipped slightly, but this is with all that out of there. It's with every total of 400 invested for the year. That's out of there, profiting 1,001 if we shit to bed today.
So what happens? Are we going to go ahead and, for next season, are we going to end this year and start from scratch
Absolutely.
next year?
No, we're starting from scratch.
Start from scratch.
Okay. This is all based on the 50 to 100 player. You know what I mean? It's not. Sure, we got aggressive in the playoffs because we were up.
Yeah,
we went for it. And we hit. And it's fun and it's a good time, but it's not going to kill anybody. It's people that want to play along can cost effectively do it. I mean, literally.
Well, you can take the same picks and put 20 on it if you want.
Exactly. You
Yeah.
can do a different ratio. But for 17 weeks for an investment of $200, we had a lot of fun and never had to dip in during the regular season at all.
Yeah.
So we didn't do that until the playoffs to dip in, and then we hit and bang, bang. So it's
bang,
fun.
bang.
It's just a good
bang,
time,
bang,
and I hope people have played along and enjoyed and hopefully profited some.
We have a discrepancy here.
Uh-oh.
We have a discrepancy.
Uh-oh.
What's going on?
My mom put in Super Bowl 48 instead of saying the year 2014. It was Super Bowl 48, 2014?
I think so. No, well.
Whose
yeah,
text came
that's
in
right.
first?
Yeah, whose came in
Regardless
first?
of what you
Mom's
played.
did. Mom's did.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, it's your mother, so you might
Mom
have
did.
a...
Mom
No,
did. Mom
it's
did.
right there. Nancy Radio, 48, and then Frank Armstrong,
Is
2014.
she hidden from the chat? I don't see her.
No, she's there.
Where?
Nancy Barriel.
She's hidden from mine.
She's hidden.
Nancy
She's
Barriel.
hidden on you.
I blocked her on accident.
Wow, you
Sorry,
blocked-
Nance, my
you
bad.
Frank, I'm
You
looking
blocked
right at
my
it. I'm
mother?
sorry, Frank. I'm looking right at
Oh.
it. Hers is before.
You lose, Frank. You lose.
You
You're
lose,
right.
you
Frank.
lose.
Nan's getting shafted.
And Kay, who was going to
I was looking for a year. I was looking for a year.
Hey,
instead
don't get
of
mad at me.
a
Nick's
Super
the
Bowl
one that
number.
said discrepancy. So Nance wins. Congrats to
There you
Nance.
go.
I'm sorry.
you go.
Can we do that, Nick?
Bomb wins. Yeah, we can do that.
That's some real Steve Harvey shit right there.
Yeah, we
Wait a
can
minute.
do that.
Who put the question out? Nick?
No,
Zook did.
I
Zook
put the
did.
question.
He said he was looking for a year.
Well,
Yeah,
the thing is, for some
I
reason,
saw
Nance is not
48.
on my
Yeah, I saw-
chat.
I-
I don't know
Congratulations,
why.
Nance.
40.
Nancy,
I was
good job.
I was looking for a year. Not
I said you
not
could
a number. I was
say-
like 48. What?
Yeah, no, I said you could say
Well,
the
it just
Super
says when the
Bowl,
last
the
Super Bowl to
year,
take
the
place, like a-
team.
Well, we're
Super Bowl
sorry.
48.
We're sorry to
So-
Frank and Kay.
Well, see, Nancy goes to like church and stuff with different people. And she says, "My son was born during Super Bowl 31." You know, that's the way she looks
We'll just
at
give them
dates.
both. We'll give them both one. We'll give them both one.
Frank says, "What the fuck?"
We'll give them both one. You both get a T-shirt, another T-shirt, and a gift card. There you
There you
go.
go. Okay,
There you go.
that's
We're
the way
both-
to
you're
do it
both-
right
you're
there.
both-
There's the difference.
Everybody
right there.
wins.
You're both winners.
Everybody wins.
Everybody's winners. Just we'll make sure we got to keep track of all this. We're throwing out gift cards left and right. I want to make sure everybody gets their
We're about
gift
to
cards
lose a listener.
in a timely manner. Frank's like, I
Somebody's going,
am protesting this.
and they're both family.
We still got another T-shirt to give away for MVP listener. I think we got to give it to Gene Carlos. I mean,
Oh, my God,
from,
yeah.
Carlos.
from Honduras.
All right.
You know, we got to ship a
Do it.
shirt. So we'll get an
DM
address.
us your addy, buddy.
I'll get your address and we'll send a shirt down there to Honduras. You know, really
Thanks for
expand the
tuning
Brews
in.
on the
We're
Balcony.
overseas, man. We're going everywhere.
overseas.
I love it.
We're going everywhere.
I love it.
Going
Hey,
global.
real quick, ladies and gentlemen, postseason wise, to get the results of how we do today, I'll be on Zook's show, and we'll announce on midweek next week.
Yeah, let's go ahead and announce that real quick. Zook, what is your plans? We talked about a little bit on your own show, but I guess
Yeah.
tell the audience what's going to go on after Super Bowl.
Yeah, so after the Super Bowl, we'll probably recap and do all that jazz, wrap up the season, and then we'll get into our off-season coverage. We will cover everything from trades to free agent signings to the draft. I want this to be some of the best draft coverage around. I've been working since the middle of the fall probably on watching the draft prospects and kind of putting stuff together. So I want you guys to be the most educated football fans out there, and that's my goal and my promise to you. And so we're going to keep it going because I worked it out last year when we weren't doing when we weren't doing the show year round, like, hey, would I have enough content this week? Would I have enough content this week?
Mm-hmm.
And there really is no off season in football. So maybe we'll slow down a little bit, like June, July, take some time off. Because everybody needs a little time off.
Sure.
But we're gonna get full off-season coverage, and it's gonna be awesome. We're gonna have it on the show. You guys are welcome to stop by whenever you want, and we have a new name for it too. We're not gonna call it the midweek show forever.
Wow.
So TJ, you wanna drop the new name of the show?
Sure. Well, the new name of the show is called Blitz on the Balcony. We'll have Blitz on the Balcony.
Blitz on the
starting,
Balcony
next week. We were going to call it
Blitzed?
on the balcony,
Blitzed.
as in like drunk, but apparently Blitz means you're high.
You're toking weed, baby.
That's a weed term.
You're smoking the reefer.
There you go.
So.
Smoking the reefer. Grandma says, "Why not do some baseball? We gotta do some baseball too."
Do some baseball.
We're looking for. Let's put it this way. We're looking for another Zook,
Yes.
but for baseball.
We love what Zook does. Zook has been kicking ass.
Yeah,
this
but we want to
entire
keep him on
year.
football because he's the football guy.
He's the football guy.
So we want a baseball guy out there. If you got talent, if you got
Basketball guy too. I love
you got
basketball guy.
some opinions. If you want to be on a podcast, but we
You
don't
got to
just
be
take
like
anybody.
Zook.
You gotta be-
Zook is consistent. He edits his own shit most of the time.
Most weeks.
except for when he's lazy. And he's invested. He's committed. So yeah, you can be on a podcast if you want to do your own podcast, but you have to not suck and you have to be consistent.
Correct.
We'll have to do a little basketball stuff too, and then when we get into the spring, obviously
Double down Doms.
Yeah.
the triple
Betting left
crown,
and right.
triple
Double down
crown
Doms
from the new
sucks.
porch. It's gonna be
Yeah,
exciting.
Maybe we
Yeah,
can
we-
get Big Web doing a couple audio podcasts,
Yeah, we
like 5-minute, 10-minute podcasts.
Definitely need him doing some stuff on
We'll do some
on the
horses.
ponies because he's killer at the ponies.
Love
Killer
it.
at the
I love
ponies. And Double Down Dom will be back in action. Continuing after he had a strong college football season. He had a strong.
I saw his
NFL
bets already
season.
for today.
Yeah, he likes KC -1 is where he got it at, and then the over
Yes, sir.
54. So
All right, Dom.
That's where Dom and I differ.
I'm not with
All right, Dom.
I'm not with Dom on the with Dom on Frisco, but he likes KC, so that's what he got in. And then he sucks at college basketball, though. I mean, just absolutely
Can't
brutal.
pick worth of shit.
So we need.
He's got to turn around by March. That's all I know.
Yeah,
'cause
we
I'll be
need,
relying
like,
on him for
he
March
He needs
Madness.
an advisor or just somebody to teach him how to do basketball because he is not good at college basketball at all. So right now, he did say he would be back for other sports, though. So excited to see whether it's some puck or some
say some
baseball
puck.
or
Little puck line.
or
Little puck line action.
Puck line action.
Little puck, little pigskin.
We'll see. But nonetheless, a lot more betting content coming in 2020 rather. We got some fun things cooking, irons in the fire. That was down at the Pro Bowl for. So we're looking forward to big 2020 and continuing everything we did. And good job everybody on this football show.
Absolutely. Well, guys, thank you so much for all your commitments this year. It's been a blast. The audience has grown. Obviously, we got more people tuning in, which we can't thank you guys enough for tuning in week by week. And, of course, to our fantastic sponsors. Again, we talk about them all the time because they're the best, and we wouldn't be here without them. Cafe Telegraph, K. Roberts Remax Gold, Family Finance Mortgage, STL Distillery, STLDistillery.com. You can't get away with not one mess up. Come on. And our new sponsor, Manscaped. Go online, promo code BOTB, and get your new Lawnmower 3.0 20% off. Use promo code BOTB on Manscaped.com. So for the last time this season for the live show, again, Zook will be recapping the Super Bowl on Thursday. For Big Web, for Zook, for Nick, I'm TJ. See you guys next year.